The new Tool album has been, well, a long time coming. Their fourth album, 10,000 Days, was released back in April of 2006, and it started to feel like it was named after the length of time that it would take Tool to complete their next record. Almost 5,000 days on, with the new album around the corner, I want to take a look at the last 13 years of interviews with the band members and try to understand how the making of Tool's upcoming record ended up longer than Led Zeppelin's entire career and almost as long as Guns N' Roses' Chinese Democracy record. We have to go back to February of 2008. 10,000 Days had been out for about 2 years, and Tool would attend the Grammys. They were nominated for the Best Hard Rock Performance for The Pot, and Maynard James Keenan had told MTV, "We're going to start writing a new Tool record right away," adding, "It's time for the band to buckle down." How do I describe the feeling upon hearing this?
What happened now? Is the Chinese Democracy going to come out? Are we going to see it soon?
You'll see it. I don't know if soon's the word, but it will come out, and we'll go back, we'll do some more recording, and then we'll start an American leg of the tour.
About a month later, Tool's official newsletter revealed that members of the band were still in the process of writing new material 3 days a week. All of a sudden, 4 years go by and still no new album. Come 2012, Tool's webmaster says he's heard Danny, Adam, and Justin's latest demo tracks, revealing to fans, "I cannot say how far along in the writing process the band is," he reports. "If I had to guess, I would say more than halfway." So 2013 goes by and nothing happens until Maynard tells Chilean radio in February of that year, "No new disc, not this year. I have not written any songs." So no, there's nothing, he announced to the radio station. A week following the interview, Danny explained the long wait, revealing that he broke several ribs in a scooter crash in LA, but he insisted to New Zealand's The Rock FM that the new album would be coming out sometime this year. That's all I can say. Fast forward now a year later to March of 2014, and Danny jokingly announces to some fans at a Portland show, "The record's done and it's coming out tomorrow." And of course, this statement sets the internet on fire and news sites report the joke as a fact, whereupon Tool have to issue a statement declaring, unfortunately, his off-the-cuff joke was taken out of context. Fast forward now to July of 2014, and more bad news for a new Tool album. The band is involved in one lawsuit for being sued for using a piece of artwork without full credit. Then the band were sued by their legal insurance company, so they countersued. And Adam would put out a statement from Tool saying, "It's like we've been in war. Every time we get close to trial, it gets postponed and we've wasted money and time. It's costing millions and millions and millions of dollars to defend us." They also mentioned that there's some new raw musical ideas that are shaping up. Adam's saying it's all a little bit more metal sounding. Finally, by October of 2015, the first snippets of Tool's new music makes its premiere as the band debuts the new instrumental track, Descending in Arizona. Adam would explain to Rolling Stone, "We have a song that's probably about 13 or 14 minutes long, so it's a short and different approach to it." He also added of the new album saying, "Things are really flowing and going really well, and I'm just blown away at the stuff that's coming together." And then almost a year passes and nothing happens. And then December 2016 rolls around, and Justin Chancellor tells Bass Player magazine, "Everybody knows we take our time, just as 10,000 Days celebrates its 10th anniversary." He says, "We're really trying to be responsible with ourselves and trying to discover ideas that we haven't discovered before. It's kind of an alchemy. That's how we experiment." So fast forward now to July of 2017, and Maynard James Keenan appears on Joe Rogan Experience podcast. After about an hour and a half of chatting about gardening, hip replacements, roof tiles, and jiu-jitsu, they finally discuss the subject of a new Tool album. And Maynard is keen to clarify that the delay is not entirely his fault. It's more rests on the shoulders of his bandmates, saying, "Their process is so tedious and so like Rain Man that I just start folding in on myself." He also assures fans that he's doing what he can now to crack the whip, and says, "I've been butting heads with the guys in the band to get things done. It's just their process," he confirms. "This is just the way they have to do it, and I have to respect it." Maynard also admits to a nervousness about meeting expectations, saying so much time has gone by from the last album that there has to be some little bit of fear in there. He would also go on to say nothing is tracked yet, nothing is completely finished, nothing is actually recorded. And by the end of 2017, Loudwire asks Danny if Tool's fifth album will be out in 2018. Danny says, "Yes, I'm saying definitely. We'll probably have it done in the first half of the year if things go as planned." 2018 comes around, and by February of that year, Maynard finally tweets, "Started getting music files from the boys with the word final in the title a few months ago after 11 years of begging." He would go on to say, "Words and melodies 100% done on all but one, and someday we'll track them. Long way from the finish line, but at least we're closer." No one can remember the last time Maynard sounded so enthused about Tool activity. The next day, Adam Jones confirmed that Tool are entering the studio pretty soon. It was also around this time that ex-Skid Row singer Sebastian Bach would reveal on Facebook that he in fact attended an instrumental rehearsal of new Tool material, saying, "How lucky am I?" before he gushingly attempted to describe what he heard, saying, "This is not your average simple rock and roll music. This is progressive metal at its most atmospheric, and right when you get into a groovy trance, you get beat over the head with riffs so heavy, it feels like a Tool. Some tunes were so pummeling, it felt like I was getting a deep tissue massage. In fact, they could call the record that." But Tool would neither confirm nor deny that they're calling the album Deep Tissue Massage. So the next month, in March of 2018, Adam Jones uploaded footage of a wobbling amp to Instagram headlined Day 1 with a CD emoji. Responses were 80% euphoric, with 20% of them being sarcastic. In fact, one comment said, "Are the trees ready after 12 years to make your effing instruments for playing the new album?" Towards the end of 2018 in October, it's announced that Tool will headline the Download Festival in 2019 along Slipknot and Def Leppard. At the beginning of 2019, it starts off with an uncharacteristic flurry of Tool-related news. First, Maynard tweets, "Update, final vocals tracked months ago. If Tool all instruments are tracked, long process of mixing now." So a couple weeks later, Danny Carey drops an even bigger bombshell. Speaking to a fan at the NAMM convention, the drummer lets it slip that the new album will be out in April. "At least that's the plan," he adds. And then just a couple days later, a mysterious new animation appears on Tool's website. It features a rotating mechanical skeleton which morphs into a weird breathing skull, but no one is saying what it is. But it appears that the Tool machine is gathering pace, and excitement starts to grow as it finally looks like the new album will arrive sooner than later. Now, next month in February of 2019, according to Maynard, a fan asks if the rumor that the album will arrive in April is true, and he basically receives a single-word reply with no. But then a few days later, Maynard addresses it in a little more depth, tweeting that the release date for the fifth Tool album is somewhere between mid-May and mid-July. And in April of 2019, Tool updated the band's logo on Facebook to include the Roman numerals for 2019, and the minor update on Tool's page caused quite a stir among fans, with the post generating thousands of comments in just hours after it was updated, but there's still no update on when the official long-awaited Tool album will follow. In May of this year, Maynard would tease some fans with a tweet saying, "Feeling cute, might play some new material on this upcoming tour. I don't know." But on May 6th, the band played 2 brand new songs during their headlining set at the Welcome to Rockville Festival in the US. These songs were titled Invincible and Descending. And 2 days after premiering the new songs, Tool announces August 30th as the release date of their upcoming record. And at the end of July, Tool finally announces the new name of their upcoming album, Fear Inoculum. Not only that, but a massive piece of news also was revealed that the entire band's back catalog will finally be hitting streaming platforms. So that does it for today's video, guys. Thanks for watching. Be sure to hit the like button and subscribe. And as always, let me know which stories you'd like to see covered on future episodes on my channel. Take care.